honest opinion from all three of you. Is Trey winning this non-quarterback competition? It seems to be even now. I've been there for 3 days. You've been there for one. Let's go. Let's talk about Trey Lance. What do you see? What have you seen from him? And from this first impression, do you feel like he is winning this quarterback competition?
I defer to Jack. You guys had a much better look than I did. I mean, I can see. I have great vision from where I am, but you guys were much closer, so you guys can give a little bit more insight.
Okay, Jack, you first.
No, I think today when you watch them both play, you notice the difference between the two guys. I mean, their completion percentage is pretty close to the same, but one guy's consistently pushing the ball down the field, and the other one's consistently going underneath. I mean, it's not really a knock on Garoppolo to say that. You know, there's a couple times where he didn't have anything else other than to check the ball down, but you know, he doesn't attempt that deep throw that went to
Debo.
To Debo today. That's not a ball that he's going to throw. And we saw him. I think Jason saw him throw it against air today before they even got to that point. And it was of the four quarterbacks, he had the worst throw of all of them was Garoppolo's ball.
Who had the best? Who had the best?
Rosen. And say, what is it about Rosen and these one throws? Like that sidearm throw was electric. And I looked at it and I was like, what just happened?
I know. We won't talk about him anymore. I'm sorry. We got out of my system. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But they practiced the deep throws before they did them in the team period. You saw Jimmy Garoppolo. Like his just died, and then he didn't throw one in the team period.
You know, the thing is that, you know, when you look at it, it's evident that the ball jumps out of Trey Lance's hands, and that's not subjective. That's objective. It really is. And, you know, you saw today, Trey kind of struggled a little bit. You know, he was throwing high, and it wasn't just during 11 on 11s because people were asking me, hey, was this putting a receiver in a position to win? No. During the drills, when they had, you know, whoever it was that was standing in their position, you know, for him, he was still high. And you noticed that Trey came back to the huddle, and he was, you know, trying to work on like his own mechanics. But this is what I enjoyed about what Trey did today. All of those things didn't get him down. And he continued to keep working, and he understood, hey, this is off, but he finished his 11 on 11 reps strong. He had about 3 or 4 completions in a row. 2 of them went to Debo. One of them was that touchdown, which, you know, that's not a jump ball. And you know what, maybe the safety should have made a play, but that's a throw that's not attempted. And as far as Jimmy Garoppolo goes, I think that it's just who he is. And I don't think anybody should be surprised. Quick, decisive, quick throws here in the intermediate into the flat. He did make a really nice throw to Sanu that, you know, Jimmy Ward and him collided. You guys were closer a little bit for that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody should be surprised as to what Jimmy Garoppolo did because that's just who he is. And that's not a knock on him. It's okay being able to call what a spade is. And Jimmy Garoppolo is in that quick intermediate game, and that's just his game.
Yeah, I don't know if Trey Lance is winning the quarterback competition. You can't win it in 3 days. But what let me say what he's doing that I really like. He's playing the quarterback position. He's not taking the easy way out. He's not like, I need a good day today. I need to be 7 for 10. Let me check the ball down here, or let me take the easy throw. He's consistently throwing the ball down the field. He's checking the ball down when that's the right call. He's not scrambling. Like today, he was a little off with his accuracy. But you know what? I'm going to run a little bit and give myself a good play. Like, no, I'm going to keep drilling the things that I need to improve on. There was one play where he scrambled to his left and he could have ran and he set his feet, turned around, tried to throw down the field to Josh Peterson. It was incomplete, but I like that. That's what he was trying to do. Go ahead.
One more thing, too, is it almost seemed like the 49ers or whoever was dialing up these plays, they dialed up those deeper shots for Trey, and they weren't dialing them up for Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah. Now, again, that is no knock on him. It's just, again, playing to those quarterback strengths. Yeah. Like, if you know a guy can't do that, don't try to smash that square into a circle hole. And Trey Lance showed that it was evident, right? The average depth of target on all of these targets, Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't have been more than maybe 5 yards at the most when you average it all together. Trey Lance's average depth is like 10 to 15 yards easily on all of these throws. I rarely saw him check the ball down. I'll go look at my notes, but I never saw him throw anything that was anywhere near close to where Jimmy was doing it.
And Jack, when you're standing there, isn't the velocity like startling?
Oh yeah, it jumps off his hand. The ball when he throws those out routes, or even the ball down the middle, I mean, that ball doesn't have an arc to it. It's on a line. It's on a rope. That's probably why you have the Fowler. Oh yeah, that thing was. You can almost hear that thing from the sideline. I mean, that thing, and the other thing too, going back to it, the difference between the two is in the second team period, they ran the same play for both Garoppolo and Lance, and you had, just kind of hit on that. And you had the incompletion on the throw across the middle is a bad incompletion on the throw underneath, I don't remember who the receiver was. I remember from Garoppolo stood up and it was just a bad throw. And they came back, they ran the same play with Lance, and that's the one that he hit the deep shot to Debo on. So they're running the same plays with these guys, and you're seeing you're seeing the results come out different.
That's very interesting. So maybe Lance is winning this quarterback competition, because I'm guessing that Kyle Shanahan wants the ball to go to Debo on that shot. I'm just saying.
And look, the Richie James drop that was right there on him, and then the other one is the Debo comeback route. So Debo gets out of his break and he turns and the ball's in his chest. That's something that he's never seen before at all. And as far as away as I was, I could even notice that, and you could just see that once you're out of the break, you need to turn, the ball's in your chest, and that's something that wasn't happening before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Reminds me a little bit of the Kaepernick effect from 10 years ago, but I don't know. My first impression of Trey Lance is that he's obviously better than Colin Kaepernick was. I mean, I know Colin Kaepernick was very good. I'm just comparing them in terms of what I saw from them in practice, which isn't exactly football. You never saw Kaepernick practice.
I was about to say I can't speculate.
Yeah. Does that comparison pop into your mind when you watch Trey?
I don't have any comparison of the two of them. When I watch them play right now, I mean, you can see that Lance doesn't want to run. That's one of the questions that was asked of him yesterday was, about his scrambling ability. And he's not a guy, even when you watch his college film, he's not a guy that when he's dropping back to throw, that's looking to run. His scrambles and his runs are all late in the play when everything's, broken down and not there, and he has no choice but to run. And so that's, you saw that today with him a couple of times. I mentioned to you on that one to the left, what kind of would have been nice to have seen him take off, even though he's working on the offense,